Welcome to Zyla English.
Everyday English conversations for speaking practice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zyla English. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Thanks so much for joining us. It really means a lot to have you here.
Before we get started, we'd love to ask a quick favor. If you enjoy learning with us, please subscribe to our channel.
And if you like this episode, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who's learning English too.
Your support helps our channel grow, and we truly appreciate every bit of it.
Thank you so much for being here and for supporting Zyla English.
All right, are you ready, Emma?
Absolutely. Let's get started.
So, Emma, before we begin, can you give everyone a little hint about today's topic?
Sure. Today's topic is about a place where people can shop, eat, watch a movie, and sometimes get a little lost.
That sounds familiar. Is it the shopping mall?
Exactly. Today, we're learning English at the mall.
That's a very useful topic because the mall is a common place in daily life.
Yes. You can practice English when you buy clothes, order food, ask for directions, or pay at the cashier.
Great. So today, let's take a simple English trip around the mall together.
First, let's talk about the word mall. A mall is a large building with many shops inside.
In some countries, people also say shopping center. Both words are useful.
Inside a mall, you may see clothes stores, shoe stores, bookstores, restaurants, cafes, and a cinema.
You may also see signs like restroom, exit, cashier, fitting room, food court, and information desk.
These words are very useful because you can see and hear them in real life.
Emma, when you go to the mall, where do you usually go first?
I usually go to a clothes store first because I like looking at jackets, shirts, jeans, and dresses.
Clothes stores are great places to practice English, especially when you need to ask about size or color.
That's right. Let's imagine I see a jacket I like, but I need help from a shop assistant.
Great. Let's practice a short conversation.
Excuse me, do you have this jacket in a medium size?
Let me check for you. What color are you looking for today?
I really like the blue one. Do you still have it in medium?
Yes, we do. Here is the blue jacket in a medium size.
Thank you. Can I try it on before I decide?
Of course. The fitting rooms are over there on the left.
That was a very useful shopping conversation.
Yes, one important phrase is, do you have this in a medium?
You can change the size and say, do you have this in a small or do you have this in a large?
We often use small, medium, large, and extra large.
Small is S, medium is M, large is L, and extra large is XL.
Another useful phrase is, can I try it on?
This means you want to wear the item first to see if it fits.
And the room where you try on clothes is called the fitting room.
Some people also say changing room, so both phrases are useful.
Now, let's say the jacket looks good and you want to buy it.
Then I take it to the cashier and pay for it.
The cashier is the person who helps you pay at the front of the store.
You can pay with cash, a debit card, or a credit card.
A very useful question is, can I pay by card?
Yes, that sentence is simple, polite, and very common.
Let's practice a cashier conversation now.
Good idea. I'll be the customer.
Hi there. Did you find everything okay today?
Yes, thank you. I'd like to buy this jacket, please.
Sure. That will be $35 altogether.
Can I pay by card, please?
Yes, of course. Please tap your card on the machine.
Great, thank you. Could I have the receipt as well?
Absolutely. Here is your receipt, and your jacket is in the bag.
That conversation sounds very natural in a store.
Yes, and the word receipt is very important.
A receipt is proof that you bought something.
You should keep your receipt, especially if you need to return or exchange the item later.
For example, maybe the jacket is too small when you try it on again at home.
Then you can go back to the store and say, "I'd like to return this, please."
Or you can say, can I exchange this for a different size?
Return means you give the item back.
Exchange means you change it for another size, color, or item.
And refund means you get your money back.
Let's practice a return conversation.
Yes, this is very useful for real life.
Hi, I'd like to return this jacket, please.
Sure. Do you have the receipt with you?
Yes, here it is. I bought it yesterday, but it is a little too small.
No problem. Would you like a refund or an exchange?
I'd like to exchange it for a large size, please.
Of course. Let me check if we have that size available.
That was a good conversation to remember.
Yes, learners can use it when something doesn't fit or when they change their mind.
Just remember to keep the receipt.
Exactly. The receipt can make returning or exchanging much easier.
Now, after walking around and shopping, many people get hungry.
That means it's time to go to the food court.
The food court is the area in the mall with many food shops and tables.
You can buy pizza, burgers, noodles, sandwiches, coffee, juice, and many other things.
Ordering food is a great way to practice English because the sentences are simple and useful.
Yes, you can say, "I'd like," or "Can I have?"
Let's practice ordering food at the food court.
Hi, I'd like a slice of cheese pizza, please.
Sure, would you like anything to drink with that?
Yes, I'd like a bottle of water, please.
No problem. Would you like anything else today?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Great. That will be $6.50.
I really like the phrase, "No, that's all, thank you."
Yes, it means you don't want to order anything more.
You can use that phrase at a cafe, restaurant, bakery, or fast food shop.
Another common question is, would you like anything else?
You may hear this from a cashier when they want to check if your order is finished.
Let's do one more food conversation with a different order.
Hi, can I have a chicken burger and a small coffee, please?
Sure. Would you like the burger by itself or as a meal?
I'll have it as a meal, please. Does it come with fries?
Yes, it comes with fries and one drink.
Great. I'll take the coffee as my drink, please.
No problem. Your total is $9.20.
That felt like a real food court conversation.
Yes, and does it come with fries is a very useful question.
It means you want to know if fries are included.
Another natural phrase is I'll take.
For example, "I'll take the coffee," or "I'll take the chicken burger."
These phrases sound simple, but they are very common in real English.
Now, let's talk about asking for directions inside the mall.
This is very important because malls can be big and confusing.
Sometimes you need to find the restroom, the food court, the cinema, or a specific store.
The best way to start is with, "Excuse me."
Then you can ask, "Where is the restroom?"
Or you can say, "Could you tell me where the food court is?"
That sounds polite and natural.
Let's practice a directions conversation.
"Excuse me, could you tell me where the food court is?"
Sure, it's on the second floor near the escalators.
"Thank you. Is it far from here?"
Not really. Go straight, take the escalator up, and then turn left.
Great. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal.
That conversation is very practical.
Yes, and we used several useful direction phrases.
Go straight means continue walking forward.
Turn left means go to the left side.
Turn right means go to the right side.
Near the escalators means close to the escalators.
You can also use next to, across from, and on the second floor.
For example, the bookstore is next to the cafe.
Or, the cinema is across from the food court.
These phrases are very helpful when you are in a large building.
Speaking of the bookstore, I really like going to bookstores at the mall.
Me too. Bookstores are usually quiet, relaxing, and full of interesting things.
You can buy books, notebooks, magazines, cards, and sometimes small gifts.
If you are learning English, a bookstore can be a good place to find easy English books.
Let's practice a bookstore conversation.
Excuse me, I'm looking for English books for beginners.
Sure, they're on the shelf near the back of the store.
Thank you. Do you have any books with short stories?
Yes, we have a few. They are easy to read and good for practice.
That sounds perfect. I'll take a look.
Great. Let me know if you need any help.
I like the phrase, I'm looking for.
Me too. It is very useful in many stores.
You can say, I'm looking for a jacket.
Or, I'm looking for running shoes.
Or, I'm looking for a gift for my friend.
It is simple, polite, and easy to remember.
Another popular place at the mall is the cinema.
Yes, many people go to the mall to watch a movie.
At the cinema, you may need to buy tickets, ask about movie times, and choose seats.
A useful question is, what time does the movie start?
Another useful sentence is, I'd like 2 tickets, please.
Let's practice a short cinema conversation.
Hi, I'd like 2 tickets for the comedy movie, please.
Sure. The next showing is at 6:30.
That sounds good. Are there any seats in the middle?
Yes, there are still a few seats available in the middle row.
Great. I'll take those seats, please.
Perfect. Here are your tickets, and the movie starts in 20 minutes.
That conversation is helpful if you want to watch a movie in English.
Yes. The next showing means the next time the movie will be shown.
And seats available means there are still seats you can choose.
Great. These are useful phrases for going to the cinema.
Now, before we finish, let's review some useful mall phrases from today's lesson.
Great idea. Everyone can listen and repeat after us.
Excuse me, do you have this in a medium?
Can I try it on before I decide?
Where are the fitting rooms?
Can I pay by card, please?
Could I have the receipt as well?
I'd like to return this, please.
Can I exchange this for a different size?
I'd like a slice of pizza, please.
Could you tell me where the food court is?
Go straight, take the escalator up, and turn left.
I'm looking for English books for beginners.
What time does the movie start?
I'd like 2 tickets for the comedy movie, please.
These phrases are simple, but they can help you a lot in real situations.
Yes, the best way to learn them is to listen, repeat, and imagine you are really at the mall.
You can practice speaking out loud even if you are at home.
And when you go to a real mall, try to notice English words on signs, menus, receipts, and store windows.
That is a great way to build your vocabulary naturally.
Small practice every day can make a big difference.
Before we finish, we have a question for you.
What is your favorite place at the mall?
Do you like the clothes store, the food court, the bookstore, or the cinema?
You can answer in the comments with a simple sentence.
For example, my favorite place at the mall is the food court.
Or you can write, I like the bookstore because it is quiet.
We'd love to read your answers and see how you use English.
That's the end of today's conversation practice.
We hope these examples help you feel more confident using English at the mall.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
Thank you for learning with Zyla English.
Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye for now.